Hey, Earl, today's podcast is brought to us by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download at www.audibletrial.com/comedy podcast network.
That's Mr. Hepner to you, Mr. Scott Novel.
Oh, hey, I'm sorry, Earl Hebner. Look, it's free audiobook. You know, you seem like a man that likes to read.
I don't like to read.
You don't like to read?
I like listening to things. I have this little thing in my ear, and people tell me what to do.
Oh, well, hey, you can make your own decisions, you know. You can count to 3, you can count to 10. You can listen to books to however you want to.
I screw people.
You screw people.
People tell me to screw people, and I screw them.
Well, you get a free audiobook, Earl. The beauty is that you don't have to read anymore.
Are you telling me there's a book out there that's going to tell me to screw things? What's a possible book that could ever tell me to screw things?
A possible book that could ever tell you 50 Shades of Grey.
I'm sorry?
50 Shades of Grey.
What is that?
See, you're a referee who believes in black and white. That's what you wear. That you just see everything in a black and white sort of
I wear
setting.
these stripes because it's what I believe.
Yeah, there's no shades of gray. Let me tell you, Earl, there's 50 shades of gray out there.
Are you telling me we live in a multi-tiered world where there's no such things as black and white, but just an ever-changing shade between?
No. E.L. James is telling you that.
Oh.
And I wouldn't even, I'm not going to read it to you. I'm not going to read you the book. You're not even going to read it yourself. You can get a free audiobook download of 50 Shades of Grey, Book 1 or Book 2. Doesn't matter where you start.
What can I listen to it on?
Audible. Go to audibletrial.com/comedy podcast network. You can have those, and there's over 100,000 titles to choose from, Earl. Think of how many shades of gray that is.
That's more than 50.
It is more than 50.
That's a lot.
If you don't get it, you're screwing yourself. Then it's Earl screwed Earl.
Story of my life.
Welcome to Curtain Jerks, right here on the Comedy Podcast Network. I'm Scott Narver.
I'm Steve Sears.
And that is our still new kick-ass theme song.
It gets you pumped.
I'm not tired of it yet.
Me neither.
I will never get tired of it.
Do you listen to it when you're not listening to us?
I do.
Yeah?
I got it on a loop. It's called Reactor.
A lot of people didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, we didn't say it.
A lot of people don't see that wrestler Reactor very much. He's in the indies.
Again, thanks to the composer of that music, a friend of the show, Mike Constantini. Check out Mike's podcast, The Fort Podcast, a very funny podcast. You can listen to it on comedypodcastnetwork.com and, of course, thefortcast.com. It's got hosts Kevin Ford, Ed Galvez, and Mike Constantini, all hilarious guys that we've performed at shows with in Los Angeles. They're all great guys. They do radio sketches, which you can hear under, it's a sort of theater of the mind, as it were.
Big in Japan, I understand, Scott. Very big in Japan.
Is that the Japanese podcast that's also on Comedy Podcast Network?
No, The Fort is very big in Japan.
Is it?
Yeah. It was just
Where are you getting this from?
I heard it. I've just heard it through the grapevine.
What grapevine?
The Comedy Podcast Network grapevine. I've heard it from President and CEO of Comedy Podcast Network himself, Phil Ranta.
He has said as much.
He said that they are big in Japan.
How are we in Japan?
What?
How are we doing in Japan?
We're okay in Japan.
What?
Yeah, and when I say okay, if we have one listener in Japan, I'm going to consider it a success.
All right. Well, hey, if you're listening to this in Japan right now and you're picking up, arigato, konnichiwa, gaijin.
I think you just said thank you, hello, white man.
Yeah.
Or, I'm sorry, hello, white. No, hello. Sorry, thank you, hello, foreigner.
Yeah, that's what we are.
Okay.
And that's what they are to me.
That's true.
Thank you, hello, foreigner.
That's good. I like it.
We are comedians who work in Hollywood and love professional wrestling.
And cultural ambassadors.
Yeah, that's what we are. That's what Curtain Jerks is. So later on in the show, we're going to have the Curtain Jerks GM finalists. We're going to announce who they are. You're going to have to wait. You're going to have to tune in this whole time. You bunch of gaijins, you.
Yeah. I guess you could say the the life of this podcast hangs at the very balance because the chaos that this podcast is needs someone to general manage it.
Yeah, and clearly, if we had a general manager, they wouldn't have taken weeks in order to have this be done.
True, of course. You know what? These frozen bags of fries aren't going to get their way into the fryer themselves.
No, they're not.
Metaphor.
All the tater tots are gone. We ate those.
Metaphor. There's still tater tots in the Penthouse Comedy Podcast Network freezer.
I don't like the segue that I'm about to do here.
Do it.
Well,
do it.
Something else has been frozen just recently. I always like to record in the middle of the week. It's right in the lump of what happens in wrestling.
I already don't like this transition.
You asked for it.
I thought it was...
You asked for it. But sadly, last night, as we were recording on a Wednesday, news broke that Paul Bearer passed away. Real name, William Moody, also known as Percy Pringle III. You've all enjoyed him everywhere in wrestling. He's been everywhere ever since we were kids, and probably for most of you as well. It's a shame. I really enjoyed that guy. I really enjoyed Percy Pringle III on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood with Shawn Ricker. They were a great duo. If you like CM Punk and Paul Heyman, go check them out on their website. Just Google search Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, and you'll get to see that duo. They're just really fantastic.
He was really talented. I just recently was watching, and I saw him just... The best part was he'd be ringside, and he would be commentating just with his face. It was like watching Chaplin work. It was like...
Charlie Chaplin.
Oh, yeah, opposed to Geraldine Chaplin.
Geraldine Chaplin. She's terrible.
Great dancer.
Terrible actor.
Yeah, terrible.
But yeah, grew up watching Paul Bearer. Wasn't ever really a fan of The Undertaker being the dead Undertaker guy, but Paul Bearer was someone I always watched and was always mesmerized by.
He was a mesmerizing sort of guy. I remember when I first started watching wrestling, like when I'd encounter it on Saturday mornings, he's one of the guys I would remember. Like I'd see him do promos even without The Undertaker, and I remember being simultaneously terrified and like just disgusted. And being like, what? Gah! What is this? And just like not quite understanding who this character or what this character was, which made him fascinating.
I was always thrown by Paul Bearer and Brother Love both existing on television. One guy's face being completely white with black circles around the eyes, and the other guy's face being completely pink. And they're both talking stranger than I've heard anyone else talk before in my life.
It was like
with their tone of voices.
It's like they seemed like aliens. They were like from another planet.
But yet it was fine and acceptable.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it was for the world of professional wrestling. It was like, yeah, it makes total sense. But when you looked, it was like people behave that way.
I love you. Ooh. It's like yeah.
And then you take it into any other context. It's like, buy these Subway sandwiches.
No, I'd rather buy them from professional athlete. Thank you very much.
All right, okay.
Or that guy from The Office, Brian Baumgartner.
Oh, yeah. What is he doing on those commercials?
I don't know. They just went, hey, you're that fat guy in The Office, right? That probably likes sandwiches a whole lot? Please don't call me the fat guy from The Office.
For those sort of bit actors on sitcoms, they actually need managers. They need, like, better mouthpieces. And, like, that guy actually needs a Paul Bearer.
He does.
Yeah.
But he won't have one. So we miss you, Paul Bearer, already. It's sad news, and I'm sure everybody, of course, loves you as well. We posted some pics, and we'll post some great YouTube clips of you on our Facebook page. So
Scott, before we move on, do you think that I have this feeling like so much about what managers do is to cover up gaps?
Yeah.
And to sort of like to accentuate sort of the positive.
Yeah.
And like we had talked about that. That's what Paul Heyman did, right? Like he would in ECW, if someone didn't talk, they'd like give him a manager.
Yeah, he would accentuate the positives and hide the negatives. That's what a good manager should and would do.
Because I read JR's JRBarbecues.com's like post about it today, and one of the things he was saying was that Moody
Jeremy Renner.
What? Oh yeah, JeremyRennersBarbecue.com. You should check it out. It's not as good as Jim Ross's, but it's up there.
Hey, Hawkeye can make a sweet barbecue sauce.
Oh, yeah. He was also complaining about why he didn't have a mask. Totally dumb. He should have had a mask. Anyway.
I have no loved ones.
Yeah. No one needs to know who I am. Sunglasses. What are you sucking through a straw there?
Yeah.
Or is that your arrows?
Arrow soda bits.
Nice. Oh, but I guess a lot of what he was saying was that he always is going to be that heel character because he lived and breathed sort of the villain role.
Yeah.
And it was really cool. And there's just something about – I'm wondering to see if there's when is that, if there's going to be a void, if people are going to try to excel as managers or sort of, I feel like we're in this with Zeb Coulter. We're sort of in this place where
Paul Heyman
and AW was there for a little bit also, but like they were really trying to like maybe trying at it again or trying to sort of excel at it.
I hope so. He set a hell of a standard.
I hope so. I hope they can surpass it in some way. I mean, you can't surpass it. I hope they can surpass it in their own individual special snowflake way. Everybody's a beautiful sunflower. Don't eat your own seeds.
Thanks, Principal Sears.
You got it. Hey, stay in school.
Gum
on my shoe. God darn it.
Cattle prod.
To myself. I'd be a great principal.
Well, on to lighter and more fun news. Steve, you'd be a terrible principal.
I'd be a great principal. That's the lighter and fun news is I would let everybody know.
I don't think so. I think we got a pretty good principal in place already. We got the principal of the WWE.
Nice transition.
Thank you very much. The COO, Triple H. It's been a little bit since he's been on the podcast here. He's back. He's got his hair cut, as we all know, and we speculated a week or two ago on Raw that when he came out to feud with Lesnar, he got
I was excited. This
got
is
in
going
that
to be
skirmish.
big. Yeah.
There's a bit of a pee stain. What looked
I
like
didn't
a wet
think that
spot.
was a pee stain. It looked like he'd greased up, and then someone was like, oh. You know what you should do? You shouldn't go out there in your trunks. You should put your jeans on. And then it looked like he was like...
But the gooch was soiled.
Yeah, it was nothing but gooch.
Triple H had soiled gooch.
Or the taint, or the gaunch, if you will, or the balls to butt hole area.
Yeah, like
the Bedolla area.
It was just wet, and he's rolling around. It's like, how did that get wet?
A big awkward diamond.
When you pour the water on your head, that's the one spot that does not get hit.
Yeah, and that was the only part that was wet. That
Yeah.
tripped me out big time.
Well, I thought we should get him in here and talk about it.
Is he here?
Yeah, he's in the lobby.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, we don't have anybody wrangling any of these guests. Like, it's total chaos here.
I mean, I saw a guy out there wrapped in a towel, but I didn't...
Wrapped in a towel.
Was that him?
I guess so. That, or it's Taz, or Kane, or Samoa Joe. That's pretty much the only...
people that wear towels.
Yeah.
I got you.
But I assume it's Triple H. We told him to be here. He's a very prompt guy.
Oh, it is Triple H. Here he is right now. Time to say, hey, guys, how you doing?
That one lacked the theme that you normally do.
Huh?
Like, it lacked the rhythm of your song.
I'm just really, guys, I'm kind of I'm a little off base.
Wait, please don't sit.
What?
Can you show me your pants?
I can't show you my pants.
Well, I don't think I want you
They're
to...
in the dryer, Scott.
You're wearing...
A towel.
You're just wearing a towel.
Hey, look,
I'm
I
sorry.
kind of look like Val Venus. I kind of look like Val Venus.
Okay, well, can I see the back of your towel before you sit down?
What?
Can I see the back of your towel before you sit down? These are
These
nice chairs.
Yeah, I got you. Oh, it looks good. All right, yeah, how's that look?
No, you're just you're giving me your
Then
side
how about this?
profile, your profile, and now you're just
Ooh,
flexing.
yeah.
Stop flexing.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
No, don't sit down.
Oh, yeah, that was a nice, comfortable sit.
All right. Well, this leads me to the question I want to ask you, Triple H. When you were skirmishing with Brock Lesnar, why did you have a wet spot?
Time to answer your questions. Was that better?
Yeah, except for answering my question.
Look, I should come clean with everybody. I'm sure people already heard about the town. I'm a kind of funny guy. I like to tell jokes and rib people and, have a glass ceiling for men and women alike. But just listen, I pissed myself.
You pissed yourself?
I pissed myself, Scott Narver.
How? Why? How and why?
Look, I practice my entrance all the time. And I don't spit the water most of the time. It's like if you go to a wine taste. If you go to a wine taste and you got to spit all the wine in a bucket.
I've heard of it, and I've seen the movie Sideways, so...
Fair enough. Well, sometimes I don't spit the water. Sometimes I just pretend to spit the water when I'm backstage practicing my entrance, and I just drink water nonstop. I just drink water. I like water. You got to drink a lot of water.
Okay, so you drink a lot of water.
And then, sometimes you don't have enough time, and your music hits, and you just got to get right in the gorilla position and run out there.
And then what?
Well, when you've got a giant tummy full of wah-wah, then you got to go down to the ring and bust up Brock Lesnar.
You know what? Okay, this is my problem, I think, that I have with the feud with you and Lesnar and why you've been out of action for so long. You being a dad.
What are you talking about?
You being a dad. Can you say again what you said?
Look, sometimes you gotta go down to the ring, and when you got a big old tummy full of wah-wah, then you're gonna, you could have an accident. When you have an accident, you could get a little bit of piddle.
No. No, you're not Triple H anymore. You are not the Game. You're not the cerebral assassin.
I am the Game.
No.
I'm the Game, and I'm
No.
the ass kicker. The ass kicker is back. The ball scratcher is back. The big, lovable, fuzzy-haired bear is back.
No, that last one, the big, lovable, fuzzy-haired bear.
Look, feel my head.
I don't
Feel
wanna.
my head.
No.
Feel my head.
All right.
Look how big it is.
Yeah.
Look how giant my head is without long hair.
Yeah, but you're not a cute character. You're not a fuzzy wuzzy kind of guy. You're supposed to be this ass kicking machine, but now you're all cute and you have little accidents and you're talking like we're children.
This is my kid.
Okay.
I brought it up on my iPhone. I just wanted you to see it. Just look how adorable she is. Just look at that. I mean, you were saying something, but I just I've got a kid. I got a kid.
I think you have two of them.
Do I? Oh God. Really been in the business too long,
No.
Called to reign.
What?
It's the Latin
Is that
that's
Latin?
behind me. Yeah.
What's that mean?
Vocari ad regnum. Called to lead.
Call to lead.
Yeah, I'm in charge now.
Is that you being a father?
Oh.
Father of the WWE?
Oh, think about that, father. I'm a big father figure for the whole WWE. Oh, God, I'm pissing myself.
Get out of here.
I'm
Stop
pissing
it.
myself.
Get...
Sometimes guys piss themselves.
No, they don't.
All right, time to say goodbye.
Okay.
Ah.
He peed on your chair, Steve.
What?
Triple H just peed on your chair.
So that's why it's wet.
Yes.
Yeah, he peed in my chair.
Oh, God. That's your chair forever now.
No, I'm switching chairs right now. I'm going to pee in this chair also.
No, you don't pee. I'm going to stay in my chair. I'm not leaving my chair.
Do you want me to pee on you from here?
No, please don't. I say that very kind.
That is why I asked.
Thank you.
You imagine if people didn't ask that? What a terrible breakdown of society this would be.
I assume that's all of Russia.
No, just people peeing on each
Yeah,
other?
and they don't ask.
Careful, I don't know what foreigner in Russian is, so you might have alienated.
Gaijun.
That's a Russian guy saying Japanese.
Yeah, well, speaking of pissing all over everything, superstar Billy Graham wants to be removed from the WWE Hall of Fame.
Well, you gotta admire a guy who stands by his morals.
No, I don't.
You don't?
I don't have to at all.
I asked you if I could pee on you, and you said no. I thought that was morals.
I'm standing by my Merles.
Merle.
I have Merle. I have Merle from The Walking Dead. I have
Merle from Metal Gear Solid.
and I have Muriel.
Oh, from Muriel's wedding.
Yeah, and I have a mural of all of them together.
That's great. That's great.
But morals,
No.
I lack them, and I don't have to stand by anybody that does.
Would you say you're a man of ethics, Scott?
Ethnics, I love them all.
That's good. That's
we
ethical.
had Cuban food.
Yeah, we did. I didn't like it. Not because I don't like Cubans. Oh, jeez. I feel like I'm waist deep in a hole already. I don't like.
Because that's where Cubans sleep, huh?
No. I didn't like the sauce that I asked for specifically that came with my sandwich.
That looked exactly like your espresso.
I had a latte.
Oh, a latte. I can't tell the difference. It comes out of a steaming machine.
It's true, which he used on my Coke that I got later.
No, not Coke.
Oh, Iron Beer?
Iron beer, which is a Cuban soda.
Yeah, it's supposed to be root beer. Tastes like Orange Crush.
It tasted all right.
I liked it.
Okay, so that you endorse. You endorse. I'm Walter Matthau.
Oh, no, okay. Whoa. You are not a man of morals, but you are a man of ethics.
Hold on. You're burying the Cubans. You need to get out of that hole.
You are burying morals and ethics. I think you're an ethical guy, but you don't have to necessarily be moral.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't remember the high school class that covered this.
I didn't take it, so that clearly shows what happened there.
Theater kid.
Yeah.
What were we talking
I
about?
don't have to have good morals. I'll be an actor.
Swoop mirror.
Superstar Billy Graham wants out of the WWE Hall of Fame.
But why, Scott? Why?
Because he's just cranky and old and hates heels, and they get him.
Not true. He has a big problem with Abdullah the Butcher's involvement in the Hall
Oh,
of Fame.
because he never beat him.
That's
I
right.
get it.
Never beat him. No, Abdullah.
Anybody that if you never beat Superstar Billy Graham, can't be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Why would anyone be in the Superstar Hall of Fame if Superstar
He's trying to rename it.
No, maybe he wants to be on. He wants to have a new pay-per-view where he fights everybody once a month. Or every 6 months.
With his hateful words.
Or that beard. No, he doesn't like that Abdullah the Butcher gave that guy hepatitis. And that Abdullah the Butcher was in the Hall of Fame more sooner than Macho Man.
He didn't go in because he gave a guy hepatitis.
You know, WWE applauds a lot of things. I don't know. With their programming, I wouldn't be surprised.
Take your monocle off.
I'm sorry, it's my eye.
Well, I just deal with it, superstar Billy Graham.
Well, he's finally stumbled across a point that makes sense.
Sure, but it took him a long time.
Yeah, everything else before that leading up to this was all complaints.
CM Punk is making fun of Jerry Lawler. I don't like that.
Yeah, stop making fun of people. And then now you've got to something that's like, oh, this is what you should have led with all along. Your criticism has weight, opposed to people that work very, very hard.
Oh, it's got weight because Abdullah the Butcher's a fat guy.
Hey. No, that's not what I meant.
Oh.
But, hey.
Yeah, but it happens, so what? Big deal.
But he knew he had hepatitis, and he was making he bladed, and he made the other guy blade.
Well, they shouldn't share blades.
No,
there you go, kids.
Yeah.
When you wrestle at home or at school, when you try it at home,
bring your own Sharpies and your own blade. X-Acto knives.
Yeah. Blade yourselves. Don't blade your friends.
I'd be a great principal because I know if whenever I see a 7th grader with tape on their wrists or they're taped up, I'd be like, is there a blade in there? Are you guys blading at lunch?
Have you earned it?
Have you earned it?
Has this feud earned this blade job?
Is this okay? That have you guys raised the
stipulation?
Stakes enough? Yeah, have you raised the stakes enough? Are you guys just blading for the hell of it?
Wait till the number 5 in the best of 7 series, all right?
Yeah, are you guys telling a good story in the ring that you made out in the back by the playground?
Don't just blade.
Yeah, don't just blade. I want to see some serious bumps on that tan bark.
What?
On the tan bark.
What's a tan bark?
Tan bark. Tan bark on the playground.
You can keep saying tan bark.
Tan bark. You don't know what tan bark is?
No.
We had a playground, growing up, you have the playground.
Oh, you and your fancy tan bark and your monocles.
Yeah, but what did you have for the playground, for the jungle gym?
What do you mean?
What was on the ground? Just concrete?
Oh, is that like the wood chips?
Yeah, the wood chips, tan bark.
Oh, okay. You just say it like everybody uses it.
Tan bark, tan bark.
You know, like chips or water. You know, popular phrases such as those.
Yeah, wood chips, tan bark, tan bark.
Tan bark. Why do you say it 4 times in a row super fast?
We used to have gravel, then we got tan bark, tan bark.
So strange. All right.
Falling on gravel hurt. Falling on tan bark is insidious because then you get tan bark splinters.
I guess. All right. Well, somebody send Superstar Billy Graham some tan bark so that way he takes us all a little bit easier so it doesn't hurt so bad. It's set. It's solid. It's happening, Steve. On this past Raw, The Undertaker is facing CM Punk at WrestleMania 29.
Hands?
Doing this.
Yeah, I was about to say, Scott cupped his hands together like he was holding a trophy, and he was so excited. It's like, it's coming together.
Like a cup of tan bark.
Tan bark.
It's happening, WrestleMania 29. We broke the story that was broke for us before this broke.
What is breaking?
The news.
Yeah, but what is the news?
Remember last week PW Insider broke the story? Then we broke it after they broke it, and then now WWE is breaking that it's happening.
So you could say
we're second breakers.
Yeah, we're a crucial part of the news machine.
Yeah, we're silver.
We are breaking the machine.
That's right. So, are you excited now?
What? Yeah, but what was the news item?
How are you not following?
Oh, that we broke the news? I know that WrestleMania is happening.
CM Punk versus Undertaker is happening.
Scott, we broke that second.
Yeah. But now you saw it. You saw CM Punk earn that spot over Shameful Thing Lobster Head and RKO and
The Big Show?
Yeah.
Big Show?
Yeah.
It was a Big Show?
Yes.
Tan bark, big show.
All right, you're gone.
Excuse me. I had a little doubt stuck in the back of my throat because I watched that match and I was kind of like, is this really a big enough build-up for this? But I guess CM Punk is such a big enough character that carries its own weight, right?
I enjoyed that The Undertaker came out at the beginning of Raw and stood there, raised his hands, and then you saw the WrestleMania logo on the Titantron, and he raised his hands of like, hey,
somebody forgot about Undertaker, Dre.
You know, if you challenge me, I show up to this thing. Just a reminder.
That's a good point.
I like that. And then people came out and challenged. Zack Ryder dropped the ball.
Yeah, he should have.
He's complaining about not being booked for WrestleMania. Hey, stupid, get out there and challenge The Undertaker.
That's the thing. Like, I always say this. If you're a young up-and-comer in the WWE and they give you a live microphone, challenge The Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Oh, shit.
Do it immediately. It doesn't matter if
Yoshitatsu, learn this phrase.
Yeah.
Undertaker, WrestleMania, you, me.
Perfect.
Boom. He's good to go.
Now we have 3 fans in Japan. Or 6. Who knows how this works?
Who knows?
But, like, I think you could challenge it on the Raw after WrestleMania. Do
Okay,
it
I will.
immediately.
Undertaker, I, Scott Narver, challenge you at WrestleMania.
2014?
2014, 15, and 16. I want a best of 3.
Yeah, well, I'm glad they didn't just pepper Triple H in there and be like, oh, Triple H is going to face The Undertaker again this year. It's
Yeah,
like,
because now his hair's cut.
Yeah, they can't have them because they look too similar.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to tell them apart.
The guy who's wearing underpants and the guy who's wearing pants.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Raw. You're excited.
I am excited.
Old School Raw happened. Did you see the whole show?
Yeah, I think I did.
You're not sure?
I was in and out. Like I was drifting.
I see.
I loved the Shield. Was that Old School Raw? Or was that the week before? Shooted Shield face.
Shooted Shield. Shooted Shield face.
Who did Shield face?
I don't know if they did.
That was last week. I'm thinking of the main event right before.
This is off the rails.
Yeah, this is 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
Sorry.
Old School Raw. This is where old people showed up. He had the honky tonk man. He had Heath Slater with a guitar. He had friend of the podcast with a guitar on his head.
That was cool. I like that.
And the honky tonk man didn't get to say anything, which was very strange.
That was really like why didn't they give him a microphone?
I don't know. Maybe he was gonna call everybody out and start naming everybody on his
No,
ass
you know
whooping
why?
list.
You know why they didn't? Is because he was gonna call out the Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
like,
smart.
whatever you do,
I want a damn payday. You give that to me.
Yeah, and just ruin everything. I bet they were like, do not give the honky tonk man a microphone. Do not give him.
I'm sure they were.
Yeah, and when you make sure that guitar is full of flour, but you do not give him a microphone.
Mae Young turned 90. It was her 90th birthday.
Those cupcakes look delicious.
Yeah, it was cakes and cupcakes and all that stuff. And then Mark Henry was there. They had good guys and bad guys out there celebrating.
That was strange. It was like a superhero summit with supervillains invited. It was so weird.
I like that. And then Punk interrupted it. I thought he was actually going to interrupt that, but he was just there for his match, which was kind of a bummer. I was hoping he was going to take a cupcake or something.
I'd smash it in her face.
Or just eat one, you know.
That would have been great. But
or take a layer of cake.
But that was a perfect heel entrance. I was like, nope, sorry, I'm interrupting and I'm doing something completely different.
Yeah, but had she died, it would have been like, oh, great, look what CM Punk did.
Ultimate heel. Ultimate heel. You can't come back from that. He killed Mae Young.
That would have been bad. And New Age Outlaws in action. I love that.
Yeah, I bet you did. They came out and I was like, I bet Scott's loving this right now.
You know what I say? I say we start a campaign, New Age Outlaws versus Team Hell No for the Tag Team Championships at WrestleMania 29.
That'd be awesome.
So tweet it. Tweet it at WWE.
I think they're actually going to be on Raw this next week. They're already scheduled for another match.
They should be in contention.
I think people realize, like, hey, these guys are great.
Hey, they still got it. Clap, 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 clap.
EC dub.
No.
No? Did I say it wrong?
Hey, more exciting news. More exciting news.
Get your hand out of my face. I'm excited.
The Marine 3 is out now on DVD and Blu-ray. Are you excited?
No.
Neither am I. Is anyone? I'm talking to you right now. You're listening to me. Are you excited at all for the Marine 3, listener? Listener, are you excited for the Marine 3? Is anybody? Is the Mrs. Mom even excited?
I can't. They showed that exclusive fight clip of him fighting on a ferry, like a dirty ferry.
I thought he fucked up his romance scene.
No, like he has a gun and like
I thought he was supposed to be in love with that guy.
And I was like, for that fight was almost as scripted as one of his actual matches. Like he was telegraphing stuff left and right.
Ugh.
And I was just so bummed watching it. I was like, oh man, and like wide kick and push and block and everything. Like you could see it in his face. I almost hate him as much as you hate him, Scott. And before I was like, this is passable. He can get by.
I really wanted to do a Gets Jerked Marine-a-thon. I wanted to watch Marine 1 and 2. I don't want to do it now with all 3. Now it's just torture.
Who was in 2? DiBiase?
Yeah.
No, DiBiase was in Behind Enemy. That was Anderson.
Okay.
He's
He's in 2.
Really?
And now The Miz is in 3. These are huge drop-offs between each one.
I'll say.
Huge. I don't know who they could be in number 4
Zack
where
Ryder.
I blow my head off.
What? Like, if you knew, you would kill yourself?
If I just know. I don't even see footage or anything. I just blow my head off.
I couldn't even... Justin Gabriel? I don't know, man.
No, that's not as bad. It's a rise up because then he's going to jump off something crazy.
That's true. I mean, it's to me...
And what terrible marine hair.
Oh, Justin Gabriel?
Yeah.
That's why he got...
Son, that is not regulation.
Yeah, he's too extreme for the Marines.
Yeah. He is too
Oh,
extreme.
and he was born in South Africa.
But I have to know from all of you listeners out there that are listening, please let us know. Are you excited? Are you going to watch the Marine 3? Have you watched any of them? Are you so invested in the story? You must know how the Miz comes into place.
The thorough line is. Like,
I
how
don't
does
know.
he complete the trilogy?
Maybe they're all playing the same guy. I don't know. Maybe they think you don't even watch all of them. So it's like a Doctor Who where they just change them up.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Every couple of years they give you a new Marine.
Yeah.
I like this is. It's also kind of a shame because I feel like the Marine is the last of an era because WWE Films is now doing like their business model has changed so much that they're like, yeah, we're going to put one wrestler in a movie in a super small supporting role. And it's like, well, motherfucker, that's what I could have seen already. And anytime you see a wrestler in a movie.
Yeah.
The whole reason you want to see a wrestler in a movie is you want to see them be the lead.
I wanted to see that buddy cop movie they had on the table for a long time there with Big Show and Kurt Angle.
Yeah, that would have been incredible.
Like, that's the shit I want to see. And even the one with Edge, it's like Edge and they got somebody else.
Who?
Jamie Kennedy. Like, fuck you got it wrong.
Yeah, give him Tito.
Tito Santana?
Yeah, that would be great.
That'd be really strange. I'd watch it.
Yeah, I know you would watch it. You would not watch Chasing the Hawk.
Chasing the Hawk.
Isn't that what it was called?
The Call? What are you talking about?
Oh, Chasing the Hawk was what it was originally called, and then it was called Bending All the Rules.
Yeah.
Jesus. Bending all the rules. Not breaking them.
No, that was the gag. Yeah, it's like, you're not breaking them, you're bending them. Ugh. Well, speaking of a guy that breaks all rules, Thomas Dotterer, 77-year-old CM Punk fan from Syracuse, New York. This was the guy that was shot in the eye who owns a liquor store and then had said after the Royal Rumble when he got interviewed by the press.
The worst part of his week
was CM Punk losing to The Rock, losing the WWE title.
Was that where he got shot in the eye?
After he got shot in the eye. We had him on the show. He was actually a favorite candidate of our listeners to run for Curtain Jerks GM. Didn't win. Didn't make it past into the semifinals.
You know, Scott, he's an icon of the wrestling community. He's needed everywhere right now.
Well, CM Punk finally visited him when he went back into the hospital after complications from his eye. He was supposed to attend a show in New York, and he had a front row ticket, but he couldn't attend.
Jeez.
So instead, CM Punk went and visited him. But we have Thomas Dotterer. We flew him here to the podcast, so he's here.
Jeez, I hope he's cleared to travel.
Why?
Because he got shot in the eye. He just went back into the hospital.
He got shot in January.
I know, but then he went back into the hospital for complications because CM Punk.
You gonna fucking bring me on your show or what?
Oh, jeez. Mr. Dotterer, please come in. Come in.
I'm fucking waiting around. I'm 77 years old.
I'm sorry, Dotterer. Mr.
Smells like piss in here.
Yeah, Triple H was here earlier. You know who Triple H is, right?
Yeah, I know who that guy is. I don't like him.
Really? Because he's a bad guy.
Well, because he used to have long hair, and then he betrayed his own ways and cut all his fucking hair off.
Do you think he's a good wrestler?
No, I don't think he's a good wrestler.
Do you think he's good for the company?
What are you fucking grilling me for?
No, because I'm interested in hearing your opinion. Welcome to the show.
Well, all right, thanks for having me. Do you have anything that I can drink that's not piss?
I've got some water, and I've got a Diet Coke Zero.
Diet Coke Zero? You can't make a Diet Coke Zero. That doesn't make any. Coke Zeros it's zero.
My mistake.
You can't make a Diet Coke
mistake.
Zero. I own a liquor store. I know all about beverages.
Well,
you can't fool me with that shit.
Drink?
Are you trying to do the Pepsi challenge on me right now?
No, Mr. Dotterer, absolutely not. We are
Don't piss me off.
We are huge fans of yours.
Well, you should be.
What?
You should be. I'm 77 years old and I got shot in the fucking eye and I like CM Punk. Why wouldn't you be a fan of me?
Well, one, I'm a fan of you because you're an old coot. Not because it's not like you accomplished anything.
I accomplished a lot. What did you fucking do? Where's your business?
I don't have a business.
Yeah, okay. I got that up on you.
Yeah, but I admire that ability to start a business.
You should.
And to do a liquor store for so many years.
Yeah, so see, you're a fan.
What?
You're a fan.
I'm not a fan.
You're a fan.
No,
You're clearly a fan.
You know, Mr. Dotterer, you're a lot more standoffish than I assumed you'd be.
Well, things haven't been turning out great.
You got to meet CM Punk.
Yeah, not in the ring, not in the show. I was in a hospital bed.
You got shot in the eye.
Yeah, and you know what that prick said to me?
What did CM Punk say?
He said, "Look in my eyes. What do you see?" I said, "I see 2 fucking eyes. I only got 1. Don't ask me to finish that cult of personality line, you prick."
All right, his theme song.
Yeah.
I like your eye patch.
It's not an eye patch. That's my skin.
Well, I am taken aback. Can I get you a drink?
Yeah, I'd like a drink.
Diet Coke Zero.
That is not a drink.
I'm sorry.
This is clearly a Coke Zero, and there's also a Diet Coke.
I'm just really...
Do not mix them. If you mix them...
I'm very distracted looking into your...
Don't look at my flesh wound.
Sorry.
Don't look at where my eye used to be. It's very insulting.
Well, you know what? Thank you so much for joining us on the program. How do you feel about the product right now of wrestling? I'll just try to turn this back into...
It's been a terrible week.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's terrible. CM Punk's not going to WrestleMania, and now he's going to have to fight The Undertaker. You know what's going to be really terrible? The week of April 7th, when CM Punk loses, that's going to be a terrible week.
You think he's going to lose?
Of course I do. Undertaker's never lost. How's CM Punk going to beat him?
Well, maybe this is them passing the torch.
I tried to give CM Punk some drugs.
What?
You know, some enhancements.
He's not going to take those. He's straight edge.
I know. That's why the prick... I said you're not going to win unless you take some of these drugs. I gave him all kinds of stuff. I gave him some meth. I gave him some cocaine. Gave him some steroids.
How do you have access to all these things?
I own a liquor store in New York. I got a lot of shit.
Good point.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
It's practically a speakeasy for drugs.
Jeez, really?
Yeah.
God, don't you think that
What do you want? What do you need?
I don't need anything.
Yeah, you do.
No, I'm fine.
Come on.
No, I'm fine.
What, are you sober right now?
Yeah, I guess you could say
What are you, a fucking girl?
What? No, that's not how it works.
Yeah, you're a fucking girl.
Are you saying CM Punk is a girl because he's sober?
Yes.
I thought you were his biggest fan.
Yeah, but I own a liquor store. Guys like him are trying to put me out of business.
No, he's not.
I am trying to pull
campaigning for temperance.
I am trying to pull in a new customer.
Children?
Of course I'm going to say children too, of course. But I'm going to say I'm the biggest CM Punk fan in the world. Why? Because I want his business.
All right, I got
I want him to start drinking on my dime.
Oh, you know what? You could have just said somebody like Jeff Hardy retaining in Europe. What?
Jeff Hardy retaining in Europe?
Not a big Impact fan?
No, I don't care for Impact.
All right. Well, overall, do you feel like WrestleMania on paper is going to be a good pay-per-view?
Yeah, anything you draw on paper looks good.
Yeah,
if you're a good
as you're
artist.
crossing your T's and dotting your
all right, that's it. Fuck
J's.
You. I'm
lowercase
taking
J's.
Nope, I'm
lowercase
leaving.
J's.
Kiss my ass.
God, what a dangerous old man.
He's getting crankier. He might get his way up to 78.
Oh, he just walked in that door. Scott, would you please lead him out?
Oh, here you go, Mr. Dotterer. Right this way. Oh, this is why we need a GM.
Yeah, we need someone.
We should buy the man an eye patch.
What?
We should buy the man an eye patch.
That wasn't an eye patch.
I know. I'm saying we should buy him one.
Oh, an iPad?
No. All right. It's time for jerk tweets. Every week, go to twitter.com/curtainjerks and send us your hashtag jerk tweets. First one we got here is from Chris Bickley 5. He says, "What wrestling gimmicks haven't been done that you would like to see? Also, is there someone on the roster that would be ideal for the role? Example, a tailor who gets angry at ill-fitting ring gear." So is there something in the world of wrestling, a gimmick that you're like, they need to have one of these?
I'd like a fed-up businessman. And his clothes are ill-fitting, so he runs to the ring and he angrily storms and pulls off his jacket just like Ric Flair would.
Okay.
And then underneath he's always got ring gear on no matter what. I think that'd be pretty cool.
I'd like to see a caricature artist like you see at a theme park.
Uh-huh.
Who paints and draws outside of the ring, but then the fight always goes to the outside and then ruins his drawing.
So he's like a manager?
Yeah, but then he just gets so mad that he then becomes a wrestler and then also does all of his own t-shirts and stuff like that. But it's like his other hobbies of him on a sailboat or him skateboarding.
I like that. I'd also like a court stenographer who follows a wrestler around, and then the rest like a Damian Sandow, and he'd be like, "Indeed, wait, read that back," and then the stenographer would read back parts of his promo.
That'd be good too.
I think that'd be really cool. Wait, who? So Who could these people from the existing roster be?
Existing roster?
For my angry businessman, I think I'd want Titus O'Neil. I think there's something about him yelling that I think would be very cool.
Okay, Titus O'Neil. All right. For my
Or Great Khali.
yeah, that'd be good. Just your average businessman with his clothes that don't fit quite right. I'd say for I'd go with Hornswoggle. I'd have Hornswoggle
As the artist?
Yeah, as the artist.
The artist. That's great. Just call him the artist.
Yeah. And then he could be drawing all the stuff, and then he gets so mad. He's so happy and drawing kids in the crowd and everything, and then they all get messed up, and then he gets so mad that he then goes in and wrestles.
I like it. Who could the stenographer be?
The stenographer, Matt Stryker.
No. I'd like it to be a lady. A
Matt
nice, a
Stryker?
respectable lady.
Oh,
Scott.
okay. A respectable broad, huh?
Who's left?
There's hardly any.
Who's in the Divas division right now?
How about Tamina Snuka?
No, but she can wrestle.
Alicia Fox. She's got glasses.
I like that. She does, doesn't she?
Yeah.
All right.
Kapil_Sanger says, well, they got you, Scott. Not so much you, Steve. And they sent a picture of when I was tweeting. There was a trending topic that was I'm showing Steve the picture here right now. I'll try and put it on our Facebook page. There's a trending topic of bad WWE DVDs all day long, and I kept going at it. So I put a bad WWE DVD was Greatest Rivalries, Bret Hart versus Excitement. You know, just a little funny jab. And then in their Twitter feed, the person above has the Twitter handle of below someone, and it has an arrow down. It says the person below is a ratchet ass hoe, and that happened to be me. So I guess I got Twitter fucked.
So I guess it's pretty obvious now that you tweet more than I do from the Curtain Jerks thing. That's what I took away from that whole thing.
Yeah, that too.
Well, no offense, but you having to explain that was kind of humiliating, wasn't it?
No, it's like it's humiliating to me because I got put in my place.
Hey, Scott, you're not a ratchet asshole.
Nah.
And they misspelled ratchet. They correctly spelled ratchet, but they did not correctly spell wretched.
Yeah, it's true. Jacko.
They should have said hatchet ass.
They should have said hatchet.
Because that would mean a big ass crack.
Jacko15021976 says, if you could compose a new entrance theme for any wrestler, who would it be? Hashtag huge UK fan. I know who I'd give a new theme for.
Is it a UK related wrestler?
No,
Magnus?
it is not.
Magnus.
No.
Magnus?
This is all right.
How does it go?
Magnus. I don't know.
Okay.
Austin Aries.
How's his go?
It's just kind of generic.
Isn't that a lot of the Impact ones were for a while, right?
Yeah, and there's a lot that still are. He needs one that's a signature, recognizable theme. Maybe some lyrics for the guy.
Some trumpets?
Ooh, yeah, give him some trumpets.
Yeah, I think like a herald, sort of a heralding to here comes the awesome of Austin Aries.
Who for you?
Who for me?
Who for you?
Who but me? Sonny Siaki.
So you'd have to get him wrestling again first.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, Brock Lesnar. The only thing
What?
I would change about Brock Lesnar's thing is right before.
Would you have words right when all the hard bass is hitting?
Right before.
Here I am. I'm Brock Lesnar. Here I am, Brock
Well,
Lesnar.
how does,
Here
like, how does
here
the
I am.
song start?
My name is Brock Lesnar.
Right before the drums hit, it does this weird noise that's like, yeah, I want it to be like this.
Like a horse?
Like a pig getting slaughtered. Because every time I'm like, bum, 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 ba-da-da-dun. I thought that'd be cool.
All right. Well, if you're good with tweaking audio stuff out there, if you get a good sound snippet of a pig getting slaughtered,
Or
throw that
rabbits
on
screaming before they're thrown into a boiling pot.
rabbits.
Oh, a crab.
Yeah.
Why did I say rabbits?
I don't know.
I heard that rabbits scream.
Oh, sure. Okay. Rabbits, crabs, or pigs getting slaughtered. You throw that on the front of Brock Lesnar's theme, and you send that our way. CurtainJerks@gmail.com,
This
Facebook,
is just
or
like
Twitter.
those dreams I had last night.
I'm sure they are.
I shouldn't have eaten candy so late.
Jay Westwood 86 says, here's an idea for you. Swagger,
Lay it on me, Jay.
Swagger has Zeb. Alberto should have El Generico. Ole! He says Rodriguez doesn't count.
Oh, okay.
I kind of like that.
El Generico, but isn't El Generico a good wrestler? Don't want people want to see him all in action?
Yeah, but why not have him be his handyman?
Ooh, you mean like his special enforcer?
Yeah.
His enforcer especial?
His car washer.
Oh. Well, what do you call a garage? A car hole. La-di-da.
Phenom Classic 93 says, can you get an interview with the depressed lone wolf AJ Styles for next week? Of course, being this week. You know, I thought we should try and give him a call.
You know what? I'd actually been talking to Jeff Hardy while he was on assignment, and he did say that he had a special cell phone number. In The Wire, a lot of the drug dealers would get these phones called burner cell phones.
The TV show The Wire.
TV show The Wire.
It's not real.
It is a real TV show.
It is a real TV show that is not a documentary.
What did I say? I said TV show.
You said TV. I said it's not a real show.
I was talking to Jeff Hardy, and he said that AJ Styles has a burner phone, which is like a cell phone. It's a disposable one. You buy them at like a liquor store.
Oh, yeah, they're filled with candy.
No. These are actual cell phones. They have like prepaid plans for like 90 minutes or 3 hours or 4 days or something like that.
Okay.
He said he gave me a phone number, and he said it was AJ Styles. He's like, weird stuff's going on.
So we only got so many minutes with the guy.
Yeah, but we've got his personal cell phone, so he's not using his other phone. He's using this phone.
Well, let's call him.
Yeah? All right.
All right.
Just, I wrote it down.
Really? Why didn't you put it in your phone?
What? Because I was talking. It's Jeff. I was so panicked.
He could have texted to you.
Yeah. No, he can't.
Oh.
He's incapable of texting.
He sends great paintings, though, when he tries to text.
God, it should be his painting gimmick.
Oh, yeah.
That's really good. Yeah. And it's ringing.
Hello.
Hi. AJ Styles, it's Curtain Jerks. I know you might not want to talk to anybody right now, but if you just stay on the phone, we'd really appreciate it.
You just don't get it, do you?
What?
You just don't get it, do you?
Well, yeah, but we want to get it,
Do you
AJ.
get it?
We want to get it, AJ.
Do you?
You know what? I think I'm starting to. If you could just explain a little bit more.
I suppose you see me on Impact then, huh?
Yeah, we saw that special package, the segment with your wife and your best friend from high school.
But do you get it? Do you get what's going on? You saw me. Do you get what's going on?
You like your
Did
motorbike.
you see my beard?
Yeah, I did.
Did you like my haircut?
You were wearing a hat.
I took it off.
You did?
I've seen the footage. I took it off. Did you like my hair and my beard?
Yeah, you look good.
Then you know everyone needs saving.
What?
ArJo. Have you seen it?
Yeah, everybody needs... Oh, you look like Ben Affleck from ArJo.
Yeah, that's right. It's the greatest movie that's ever been made.
But, AJ, are you saying that you've been out of action because you've been enjoying the film ArJo so much?
I need to save people. I need to save people from the impact zone. We need to get out of there. We need to take this place somewhere else. The impact zone's like Iran.
Oh, yeah, but aren't you guys are going to live events and starting in Chicago.
Quiet, unless you're John Goodman or Alan Arkin. You keep your mouth shut.
I'll be Alan Arkin.
Okay, good.
I'm Alan Arkin.
All right.
Is that...
Hey, Alan Arkin.
Hey, AJ Styles.
It's me, AJ Styles, Ben Affleck, ArJo.
How are you, AJ Styles?
I gotta get people out of the impact zone. It's like Iran.
Let's see.
I have to save everybody.
Okay. Here we go. Yeah, I understand that, you guys are going live in Chicago starting in the next couple months.
I'm going to take everyone to the Sears Center.
Yeah, the Sears Center.
And save them all from there, too, because then the Sears Center's like Iran. And then I'm going to get them out of there, too. I'm going to save everybody. I can't be a champion anymore.
You're going to go on tour.
I'm going to save everybody.
You know, you're going to go on tour.
Have you seen ArJo yet?
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot.
It's the best movie ever made. I got an ArJo beard.
Yeah, you look like Ben Affleck.
My wife doesn't get it.
If you were Ben Affleck, was
I
stung by
can't
a
be
bee.
around my kids because neither could ArJo Man.
Have they not?
ArJo Man couldn't do it. Ben Affleck, ArJo Man.
Have they not seen the movie?
No, they don't get it. So I have to be estranged from my children and my wife, and then occasionally sneak in and hang out with my son as he goes to bed.
Oh,
once
of course.
I've saved everybody.
Man, it makes so much sense now. I get it, AJ.
I'm ArJo Man Styles.
ArJo.
I'm ArJo Man Styles.
ArJo.
ArJo State.
Yeah, okay.
ArJo Styles.
ArJo Styles.
Call me ArJo Styles from now on.
Absolutely.
ArJo.
ArJo Styles.
All right, I gotta go.
Oh,
I'm glad you get it.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you very much, AJ.
You will be saved.
ArJo. Jeez, Scott. How's my Alan Arkin?
It's terrible.
You think so?
Alan Arkin.
Ah, damn it. That's Alan Arkin.
Alan Arkin.
Alan Arkin. I can't do it.
John Goodman's got a weight problem.
I'm John Goodman.
Have you seen Adam?
What?
That's his son, Adam Arkin.
Oh, from...
His loins.
Oh, from his spirit?
From his balls.
Gotcha.
Steve Cardi 98 says, if a new Mortal Kombat movie was made and you guys had to cast it using only wrestlers, who would you pick? I like this one.
This is badass.
Let's go with the original.
These are the kind of movies WWE should be trying to get their hands on.
We'll go with the original Mortal Kombat cast. So the original 7-8 characters.
Yeah, so we'll do Sub-Zero.
Goro, the Great Khali. The extra 2 arms, Zack Ryder and Alex Riley. They're just strapped to him.
I like it. I can see that. Are we going to do the same actor for Sub-Zero and Scorpion?
No way. We, get somebody else a paycheck.
All right. John Cena as Kano.
Really?
Yeah.
But not Wade Barrett?
No. Oh, because he's British?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Then John Cena as Johnny Cage.
Okay.
And Wade Barrett is Kano.
As the karate guy, the martial artist.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Jeez. Undertaker is Shang Tsung. Mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Really cool.
All right. I like that. Sonya Blade. We were trying. This was a struggle before with the ladies.
Yeah.
How many ladies we got left? There's no Kelly.
Oh,
There's no
I
Beth
would.
Phoenix.
Is this current roster?
This is current roster.
Jeez. Trish Stratus is about to get a Legends deal. Though,
Hey,
right?
all right. I like it. Trish Stratus in there.
Hall
Sonya
of Fame.
Blade.
But in case she needs an understudy.
An understudy?
Yeah.
For a movie?
AJ Lee, I wouldn't mind seeing her as
Oh, yeah. All right. You're out, Trish. Sorry. AJ Lee's in there.
She's great.
She's Sonya Blade.
I think it would be cool to see CM Punk as Sub-Zero.
Ooh, not Scorpion?
No, not Scorpion.
Okay.
Who would have more lines? Because you'd want to see CM
Scorpion,
Punk
because he says, get over here.
All right, okay. CM Punk is Scorpion.
Okay.
Sub-Zero would be...
Someone cold.
Someone real... Ooh, not Glacier.
Ryback.
Jeez. All right, Ryback is Sub-Zero.
Freeze me more.
That's good. Okay, I can see that.
Thanks.
And you can tell he acts with his eyes a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, and let's get a reptile in there.
Okay. Because they threw a reptile. They threw a katana.
Yeah. That's hard with that Divas division.
Oh, AJ as Katana, Trish as Sonya.
Okay.
How about that?
All right, I like that.
Okay, reptile. Yoshitatsu.
Really?
Right? You're not going to have him play Liu Kang. That's just fucking weird, right?
Not really.
He's got to say a lot.
Oh, so Funaki for Liu Kang? Racist.
No, I was going to go...
John Cena.
I was going to go against the grain. No, Cena's already Johnny Cage.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with you gotta have we got the Undertaker in there, but you need another legend, right? Mm-hmm. Dusty Rhodes is Liu Kang.
All right, I like that. You know what? I think this is very inspired casting, Scott. I'm very happy with this.
All right, this is gonna be a great Mortal Kombat movie. It is time.
Oh, and Cody Rhodes can show up as Hager, the mayor of Metro City.
True. Yes, he can.
You're welcome, Internet.
We had too many jerk tweets this week to get to all of them, so we have some stocked up. We have some character bits that you guys requested, and we'll try and get to those soon.
Some real humdingers.
Talking to you, Katana Squirrel. I love that name, Katana Squirrel, and the Tom Anstey. So we got you guys in the back burner. We'll get to you guys soon. It is time for finalists for Curtain Jerks GM. You voted for the semifinalists to go into the finalist spot. Now they will face the grab bag. We had 6 semifinalists. We had AW. We had Macho Man Randy Savage. We had Jack Swagger. We had John Laurinaitis. We had
Paul the Giant.
Nope.
What?
No, not as a semifinalist, Steve.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where I put my Diet Coke Zero.
We had Dotterer took all that.
Oh man.
Randy Orton's feces and Gold Dust. Those were the 6 semifinalists.
Oh, those semifinalists.
Yes. So it's been voted. We asked you to vote for your top 2. You did. We had a huge amount of votes, and it's the top 2 who are the finalists for Curtain Jerks GM: Randy Orton's feces and Jack Swagger.
Ooh, it's really coming down to it, huh, Scott?
Yeah, this is it. After this week, you listeners will vote. You'll vote on Facebook, Twitter, and curtainjerks@gmail.com of who you want to be the Curtain Jerks GM. This will be the final vote.
A real competition of talent, if you will. Really to find out who likes who more.
True, Steve. The way you explain that makes you try and make one of us feel bad, it seems like.
Or who has more personally invested in who these general managers are.
Yeah. Well,
but may the best general manager win.
all right. Well, you've heard him for weeks, and let's bring him in here. Let's bring in Randy Orton's feces.
Thank you for having me.
I guess Randy Orton will be speaking again with his feces.
This bag. Behold this bag.
Yeah, we see
I
it.
hold this bag.
All right, thank you very much. Sit down.
And, of course, the man who's on such a hot streak as of late, going into WrestleMania.
Very popular. Untouchable, even. Bulletproof, really.
Bulletproof.
Jack Swagger.
How are you guys?
Ooh, Dark Swagger.
Did you guys see me on Old School Raw?
Yeah, you made quite an impression.
That's right, I made quite an impression. I beat up Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Yeah, you did.
I also beat up Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah, you did.
And I also beat up Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah, that's true. And didn't you also beat up The Miz?
Oh, I've beaten up practically everybody there is on television.
I guess you could say you're the swagger killer.
You know who else I'm gonna beat up?
Who?
Randy Orton's feces. You're going down, sucker.
Please
You're going down.
stop shaking my bag.
Well, guys, you're going to have to go up against another bag, the grab bag.
Are you ready to
listeners,
face it?
We have our own topics and questions, and you listeners also wrote in your topics and questions. There's all kinds of stuff.
Now,
It's
due
a
to
jumble of stuff here.
The unbiased nature of the grab bag, we shall pick the grab bags, and we will then read them for you guys to respond. Correct?
Yes. Orton's feces and Jack Swagger will both respond to each thing, and this will help influence the listener's decision on what it is, because maybe there's something that they just needed addressing in order to make their final vote.
Yes, and it will be really not complicated to listen to.
Yeah. So the first one we have here, I'm gonna back off quite a bit.
Me
I'm
too.
gonna read it.
Yeah.
then- Here we go. Cody Rhodes mustache.
Okay, Cody Rhodes' mustache is the topic of conversation. Who would like to go first?
I'll go. I have no problem with this. Cody Rhodes.
Please let Jack Swagger go.
Cody Rhodes' mustache. Okay, it's all about individuality and standing out and being your own person, and that's what Cody's doing. It's before he used to be dashing, and now he's got his love stash. So I think it's a win-win situation for Cody. I say it separates him from Dusty Rhodes, the man whose ass I kicked on Old School Raw. So I'm all about it. And you know what? It smells real nice. It smells like roses.
Rebuttal. Why does Jack Swagger know what Cody's mustache smells like? Think about that.
Okay, I thought about it. The reason I know why is because when I'm in action, I get up close to my opponent's face, and sometimes I'll put him in a headlock or something like that, and I'll go, what's that smell? And I'll define the smell of what it is, and I go, on this occasion, I know what this is. It's roses on Cody Rhodes' mustache.
What does this open bag smell like to you, Jack Swagger?
Thai food.
You're right.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Okay, guys. All right. I think that one's obviously that point goes to Swagger, correct?
Are we pointing this?
How does it work? What does the Titantron say?
Out of order.
Okay, good. A good thing we got that. The next topic of conversation is hobbies outside of wrestling. The next topic for Jack Swagger and Randy Orton's feces is hobbies outside of wrestling.
Oh, okay.
Who would like to go first on this one?
I'm
Oh, dear.
a man with feces. And what I enjoy is what feces enjoys.
What?
Marijuana.
Jeez. All right. So drugs. Okay. Marijuana.
He's giving me the that's it motion.
Oh, yeah. You want to stop there? You don't want to clarify anymore? Okay.
Well, guys, let me tell you what my thing is outside of wrestling. I'll tell you what's what. I love scrapbooking. As you know, I used to be an archivist for this podcast, but now I love archiving. I love scrapbooking. I love getting pictures together, and currently I'm working on the snookers.
The Snookas.
The Snookers. Tamina. Jimmy Superfly. I like to scrapbook their whole adventures as a family in Madison Square Garden. And their son. Everything. I love the Snookers. The incident with coconuts and Roddy Piper. I got a scrapbook going for the Snookers. Here, check it out right here. You like this?
Yeah.
It's extensive.
It's very extensive.
It's extensive.
I noticed. I'm sorry.
I don't use glue, by the way.
You don't.
I know. I find for some reason the pictures and articles seem to adhere to the paper naturally.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
If I could ask just a few clarifying questions. One, you don't use glue to attach these pictures.
I don't use glue to attach the pictures, no.
And they adhere naturally?
That's why I'm such a good scrapbooker. Everybody else has to use glue or rubber cement or some kind of product.
Absolutely, yeah.
I don't seem to. I seem to have a natural touch, as it were.
Wow. My second question, just to lead and just to sort of explore this a little bit more, your face is on a lot of these bodies.
Yeah. I'm rewriting history. I learned that from Vince McMahon.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, absolutely.
I'm a snooker.
What?
Jack Swagger Snooker.
Jack Swagger Snooker.
Jack Snooker Swagger is really
Jack
it right now.
Snooker.
Because I got to marry Tamina first before I'm Jack Swagger Snooker.
Spoiler alert. Is that
Whoa.
a storyline after WrestleMania?
Well, I don't want to spoil nothing, but if she wants to stay in this country.
All right, that's quite enough interpersonal interaction. Can we please get back to the grab bag debate?
What video game character are you most like?
Gentlemen?
Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm so quick. I got those, I'm capturing rings all the time, which are like championships. And I got Tails with me, which I call Zeb Coulter sometimes.
Oh, yeah,
he's got
he's got
that
the mustache,
the
like the
mustache.
tail, yeah.
Hey, it's Tails, everybody. And everybody's like, oh, I don't like Tails. I'm like, well, it's really Zeb Coulter. And I'm like, oh, okay. I like Zeb Coulter a lot. That's what they say when they look at me seriously.
The Blob.
From the boy?
A Boy and His Blob.
You're like because you eat
Me, I'm not running. I am but
Oh,
a
I'm
humble
sorry.
mouthpiece
for your,
for general manager candidate that's in this bag.
you see. Yes,
Viper excrement.
so are you like the boy, Randy Orton?
I suppose you could say I am the boy
And
from
you
a boy
the famous
and his
Blob.
blob.
From the famous Nintendo game and then a Nintendo Wii game, the boy would feed the Blob jelly beans in order to do what he wanted it to do, like become a ladder or a trampoline or other such things. Is that the relationship that you two share?
I eat the jelly beans and I make adventures happen.
Oh my god.
As general manager, I'll make a ladder for all of us to climb. But don't forget to wash your hands.
Oh, Nickelodeon. Oh god, you're laughing. Okay. Well, all right. Steve, how about you pick another one before Randy Orton bursts a gasket from laughing so hard?
It looks like he's having a really good time. The next topic for this general manager debate is Fandango.
He's a suave, smooth dancer. That guy, he doesn't wrestle unless he gets his thing right. I didn't know if you guys knew that. He did that on SmackDown, and then he did it on Old School Raw.
Did he do that on SmackDown also?
Oh, yeah, that's where he was supposed to debut there.
Oh, okay.
See, I watch all the shows. I keep up on everything. So that would be a
you
great
watch
asset.
You watch the tapes.
I could get Fandango on the show for you guys if you want him.
Could you?
Or I can get anybody on this podcast from the current WWE wrestler.
Anybody from the current what?
WWE wrestler.
What?
WWE wrestler.
What?
Wrestler.
I believe you guys have mistaken the topic of conversation. Fandango is a ticket buying service with commercials that star, you guessed it,
Oh no, I don't.
paper bags.
Paper bag, but there's probably a hand in them and not.
Is there a hand in there, Scott Narver?
well,
Or is it a big brown snake.
All right, here's the
Like
next.
a viper.
I'm picking up the next one. We don't need to go into that. All right, how about we do
That's
this?
a piece of shit.
Okay.
Those puppets
All
have
right.
spines.
I get it.
A spinal cord
Here,
made out of shit.
we're gonna do two more. Here's the second last one. Favorite dinosaur. Randy Orton's feces. How about you do this one first? Favorite dinosaur.
Buh.
What happened?
La. Fuh. Sore. Ra.
Did you say Dilophosaurus?
Duh.
Okay.
La. Fuh.
I'm gonna stop you right there, because the Dilophosaurus, sure, it's popularized by Jurassic Park, but nobody's sure. That's not anybody's favorite dinosaur.
What was that sound that dinosaur made? Oh, I guess I guess it was that.
Yeah, I'm good with sounds.
Yeah.
I'm good with sounds.
You
You
were
be an
You were an
archivist.
auditory guy.
That's
Mr.
what
Fagan.
I'm an auditory guy, because I listen. I know what's going on. My favorite dinosaur, though?
Mm-hmm.
My favorite dinosaur? Stegosaurus.
Oh, it's Stegosaurus. Or
Stegosaurus.
Stegosaurus.
Yeah, it's protected at all times.
Is it?
You can't stop it. It's got plates all around him.
You know those,
Like championships, which I was going to be wearing for my birthday WrestleMania 29.
you know those plates weren't armor. They were actually cartilage extension that allowed blood to go up into the top of them so that they could be cooled.
Don't preach to me, Mr. Evolutionist.
No, I'm not an
Keep
evolutionist.
Jesus Christ out of my ears, pal.
That's not Jesus Christ. That's what those plates were
Look,
for.
just because you're a Greek immigrant doesn't mean that you can come in here. If you don't like the country the way it is, you just don't tread on me and get out.
I just want to make sure that you understand that Dilophosaurus was such a big animal.
Blah,
and
blah, 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 blah.
It is such a
Blah,
big
blah, blah, blah,
animal
blah, blah.
that its body
Blah, blah,
temperature
blah, blah,
needed to
blah,
be
blah.
cooled down
Blah, blah,
externally.
blah, 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 blah.
All right.
Preachy.
The next topic,
The final topic.
final topic for the general managers on the race. This is it. This is the checker.
This is the finals.
This is the finish line for the race to general manager of Curtain Jerks.
Yeah, and it's being treated with such prestige with the grab bag.
Yeah, it is. The final topic is, how good is the mileage on the Lex Express?
I submit. I know this question better than Randy Orton does.
I believe you are mistaken.
Oh, am I mistaken?
Yes.
Is that right? Then you go ahead and you say why.
I can tell you that the mileage on the Lex Express isn't nearly as important as the facilities on the Lex Express. In fact, there's a room in the back of the Lex Express that has a hole in it about the size of a basketball. A basket, if you will. It's at about waist height, and it's got a turning knob that has running water that comes out of a spigot. And that is a facility that anyone can place their droppings into.
That's foul.
Is it?
Yes.
It's a sink.
Well, let me tell you something, pal. I know the Lex Express, because I'm an American hero, just like Lex Luger was. That guy body slammed Yokozuna on top of a battleship, and Liam Neeson was nowhere to be there. You know why? Because he's a dirty Irishman.
Why would have Liam Neeson been there?
Because it's Battleship.
Oh, Battleship, the film. from
Yeah,
this
the
last
film,
summer.
and
Yeah.
he's a dirty Irishman, and this country's all about Americans, okay? I learned that from Zeb Coulter. Don't say that I'm brainwashed, pal.
No, I'm
You know
not.
who
I
needs
was
to be
just-
taken out of this country? Liam Neeson. Taken.
Well, wouldn't you say that?
I got a special set of skills.
But wouldn't you say that the Irish Americans are part of one of the ethnicities that helped
Oh,
build this
Seamus?
country?
Seamus? No way. No, that guy's a dirty Irishman, too. Get him out of here. Scrub him up and throw him in a potato sack and then ship him back off to Ireland. No thanks, pal.
Jeez.
The Lex Express, Jack Swagger, Lex Luger, all the way. It gets great mileage because we don't take any immigrants on there.
If that is what you believe, I imagine a lot of people are going to have a bad taste in their mouths because bigotry doesn't have any place in the race to Curtain Jerks
Speaking of bad taste in their
general
mouth.
manager.
Speaking of bad taste in your mouth, that sack right there that's got your feces in it, that's Steve Sears' lunch right there. I see his name on the bag.
Oh, come on, guys.
Guys,
I had a payday in there.
A payday?
A payday, the candy bar.
Well, you won't be able to distinguish it now.
I think if I take a... Oh, man, there's 2 paydays in here.
One's coiled.
Don't eat that payday. I'll eat it.
Okay.
I want to be a heel.
Okay, guys. There you go. There are your finalists for Curtain Jerks GM. Jack Swagger and Randy Orton's Feces. Vote on Facebook, Twitter, and curtainjerks@gmail.com. That is it for this week's show. We, of course, got to say, again, thanks to Mike Constantini for that super kick-ass theme. Go to thefortcast.com to listen to the Fort Podcast. And also listen to it on comedypodcastnetwork.com. It is a real treat.
A humdinger.
Humdinger of a doozer. Also,
Lickety split.
Lockdown is this Sunday, TNA Lockdown. You can go to our YouTube page, youtube.com/comedy. Nope, shit. Fucked it up there. It's new. So that's why I'm so excited.
So we are going to do that.
Yeah, we are going to do that. youtube.com/Curtain Jerks Podcast for our TNA Lockdown 2013 predictions.
And you can figure out which one of us is Scott and which one of us is Steve.
Yes, by mute it and then try and figure out who's who.
Yeah.
Don't listen to our voices. So, and next week we will announce the Curtain Jerks GM. So very exciting. So for this episode of Curtain Jerks, I'm Scott Nyberg.
I am Steve Sears.
Enjoy your wrestling, kids.
Scott, what a great show today.
One of the best. Always the best.
Great bests.
If you want to get interactive with Curtain Jerks, which I know you do, Steve.
Absolutely. That would be another great best thing to do.
Go to facebook.com/Curtain Jerks.
Hey, that's a great place to see photos of you with wrestlers and interact with
stupid.
us.
I look stupid.
Hey, you look pretty classy.
But yeah, get interactive with us. You can talk with us on there. We post matches, photos, videos, all kinds of stuff.
Is there another way we can interact with our fans?
We can interact with all these jerks at Twitter. Twitter.com/Curtain Jerks.
What a great Twitter handle.
We tweet all the time.
We tweet at breakfast. We do live tweets of shows, live tweets of live events.
I should wake up for breakfast.
Yeah, you should. You could tweet it.
And of course, listening to Curtain Jerks is massively important. Listen to Curtain Jerks on comedypodcastnetwork.com, Stitcher Radio, and iTunes. All free.
Rate and review us on iTunes. Makes a big difference to
That's
it.
huge.
Yeah,
That's
it's
huge.
fantastic.
It makes us a global phenomenon.
You have received this transmission from the Comedy Podcast Network. For more shows, visit comedypodcastnetwork.com.